Chris here from IPD, and I'm going to show you how to install the front lip spoiler on your 2004 to 2007 S60 and V70R models. As you can see, our car is on a lift. You don't need a lift to install the front lip spoiler, but it does make it a little bit easier. You can use jack stands, a set of ramps. All you need is access to the front bumper right here to where you can actually get enough length or height in there to be able to use a drill bit or a drill to be able to pop some holes in the front of your bumper when getting ready to install this front lip spoiler here. Our lip spoiler is made out of FRP, fiberglass reinforced plastic. It's nice, it makes it very flexible. It's a very durable material. Ours right out of the gate comes in this glossy black. I think that it looks great going on the car right out of the plastic, but if you want to paint it or prep it to paint, you can do that too to match it to the color of your car. There's some other things that we've done. We had a guy here at IPD who actually had his done in undercoating material out of SEM paint, which made it match the rocker panels and little winglets here. So some options that you have, but we're just going to go ahead and show you how to install one of these on the car. It's a pretty simple process. It's nice if you have an extra set of hands to hold it, but we'll show you an easy way of getting it on the car by yourself. IPD's front lip spoiler comes with all the necessary hardware for the installation. You will need a set of metric sockets, a rivet gun, and a 3/16 drill bit. We're going to start off on the ends here because the only holes that are pre-existing on this project are the ones at the very ends on the side of the spoiler where you're going to be mounting it to the front bumper. There's a couple holes on the bottom here underneath this little winglet where you'll put the bolt through it, through the spoiler, and then you'll attach the nut to the top side of that. We're going to go ahead and start with both sides to hang the front spoiler using the pre-existing holes that are there and the hardware included in the kit. If you don't have an extra set of hands to help hang your spoiler so you can get the hardware into the ends first, what I like to use is a set of clamps. These are really inexpensive. You can pick them up at any automotive or hardware store in your local area. Okay. Now that I've used one clamp to secure the other side, I use the clamp to hold the winglet or the spoiler to the winglet on the opposite side of the vehicle. This is going to allow me to start my hardware in the pre-existing hole on this side of the vehicle. There are holes on the spoiler all the way around, so what I want to do is get this spoiler secured in place so that way I can line up the holes with the bumper before I actually do my drilling. Now that I've got this side secured to the vehicle with the nut and the bolt, I'm going to use this clamp to secure it to the bumper so that way I can do the same thing to the other side. Now that I've got the hardware on both ends of the spoiler attached to the bumper, one note, make sure that when you're feeding the bolt through the bottom side of your bumper, not only does the bolt go through the bumper, but it goes through the inner fender lining, and then the nut goes on top of that. So grab all those pieces, secure it with 10mm sockets or 10mm box end wrench to tighten down your hardware. After you've tightened down your hardware on the side and you've got the proper alignment on the spoiler from side to side when you're looking at the front of the car, the spoiler is going to hang a little bit, but that's why, again, these come in handy if you don't have an extra set of hands to hold it up before you start drilling. Use a clamp, secure both sides, and your spoiler will be tucked up nice and tight underneath the bumper, ready for drilling. The spoiler's got 5 pre-existing holes on it that helps you align it to the bottom of the bumper. Using a 3/16 drill bit, go ahead and push up on the bottom of the spoiler to where it's flush with the bottom of the bumper and drill your holes into the bumper. Now a bit goes through pretty quick, so it doesn't take much pressure, so be careful when it gets ready to puncture through the actual plastic on the bottom of your bumper cover. Once you've drilled your 5 holes through the bottom of the bumper cover, now it's time to go ahead and rivet the spoiler in place. We supply 5 rivets that go into the kit. Using a rivet gun, install the rivet. We also include these little stainless washers that go up behind the bumper and on top of the hole that you just drilled, just to get it some added safety there to hold your spoiler in place on the bottom of the bumper cover. Secure the washer on top, put the rivet through the washer and the bumper cover, and then go ahead and tighten down your rivet. Now that we've secured the spoiler to the bottom of the bumper cover using all 5 rivets and washers, this thing is definitely going to be nice and safely secured to the bottom of the bumper cover. This thing is lower and sticks out further than the factory bumper cover. So pulling up the curbs, speed bumps, going in and out of driveways, be careful, change your driving style a little bit, keep it from getting a bunch of scratches or cracks.